Hey everybody. How many of you have friends? Raise your hand if you have friends. How many of you have ever been sad? Raise your hand. Have you ever had, like when you were sad, a friend come up to you and ask you how you were doing? You feel good. Have you ever had? Did it feel good? Yeah. Did it help?
Yeah.
Do you feel better after? Have you ever had? And sometimes I have some friends who, I think are my friends, but, sometimes when I'm sad, and they see that I'm sad, they don't want anything to do with me. They don't play with me. I play with my friends too. And I don't know if you have any friends like that, but do we really call them friends? If they're not really there to help us? And it's tough to then think of them as friends. But maybe they just don't know what to do. So I'm going to show you some pictures. This is actually from a comic online called Robot Hugs. Interesting comic. So it's a story in 4 different pictures. So here's the first picture. Right? You all can see it. It's got 2 people in it. It's got 2 people in it, and you can't quite tell if they're boys or girls, which is kind of cool about this comic. So they can be either, they can be both, doesn't matter. And so what's going on here? What's this person look like? They look sad, right? Sad. Yeah. This person, their friend, comes up to them and is saying, "What's wrong?" Okay. And this other person says, "I don't know." And then the first friend says, "How can I help?" Okay. And then the friend says, "I don't know." You ever felt that way? You don't know what's going on. You don't know how to explain it. Okay. So then, here's the funny part. Okay. The first friend goes away for a little bit and comes back and says, "Okay, I made a nest. Do you want to come?" Do you guys know what a nest is? Have you ever made a nest at home? Like, you take all your blankets, and you put them up, and you put your pillows, and you make a fort maybe, or a cave. Yeah, you like that. It's kind of fun getting into it. Right, yeah. What's fun about it? What do you like about it?
If you're going to like a North Pole or something, you can hide in there.
Yeah. If you're in the North Pole, you can hide in there. It's a good picture. Yeah. You like sleeping and playing it? It's nice and comfy, it feels quiet in there, it feels safe in there, right? Okay. So the first friend has gone and built a nest for the person who's feeling sad. He says, "I made a nest, do you want to come?" And the person who's sad says, "Okay." And the next picture, okay, what's going on here? The person who's sad is now like in a bunch of blankets, pillows and stuff. You can only see like their eyes kind of opening up out of there, and everything else is inside the nest. So the person who built the nest says, "Does that help?" And the person says, "Yeah." And then the friend says, "Are you ever coming out?" And the person says, "No." So then the person who built the nest says, "Okay, hang on." What do you think that person's going to do? Build another one so he can do things? Almost. What he does is actually joins him right in that nest. Right, so this is the last picture. Both of them are inside that little nest. And they're both there. Isn't that kind of cool? Right? Yeah. So our scripture reading today, the basic message of it is that God is kind of like that friend who built a nest for you. God kind of comes and asks what's going on, and it's okay if we don't know how to explain it. It's okay if we don't have the words. It's okay to just say, "I don't know, God, I just feel lost." And God is the kind of God that will try to help us feel better, and if that's not working, is going to be right there with us. Come into that nest with us as long as it takes. The next part of that is You know, if that's, is that a kind of cool friend to have? You know, somebody who can build a nest for you, kind of get something. How cool would it be if you were that kind of friend for your friends? If you have a friend who you feel like is sad, or they're not feeling themselves, or they're kind of by themselves on the playground or something, you know, you can kind of just be there with them. Maybe that's all they really need, just for somebody to be there. So, I'm going to read the scripture.